taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as.
Well, qualification week culminates tonight. 4 big qualifiers to locked in, all in the space of 6 beautiful bouts. It's going to be a doozy of the night, including 2 side courses fit for kings and queens. So without further ado, let's toss it to the ring, where we will kick off tonight's action. Well, howdy doodly, Lexington, Kentucky. We're kicking off with Miss Parker and a locked-in qualifier. Hard-hitting action coming your way.
It's a fatal 4-way match. Making her way to the ring from Port St. Lucie, Florida, Jada Parker.
Just looking at this matchup, bear in mind, we have 2 women's qualifiers tonight, as well as 2 men's. We are in for a treat. So why don't we look at this matchup holistically as to what will be coming out of it. As a Sapphire title, the end game for all of the ladies competing. And let's be honest, that matchup at Locked In is stacking up with some fine-ass talent. Wendy Chu, Tatum Paxley, already qualified.
And her opponents, first from Atlanta, Georgia, Lash Legend.
And tonight, we are ramping up in terms of qualification. 2 big hard hitters in this matchup already. Miss Parker with the big booty shot. And Lash Legend just raw power. As we saw, she was kind of the second standout of this year's Turmoil match. Outside of a woman who, well, her efforts have earned her a spot on the primetime roster in the Red Queen, Utami Hayashishita. And well, we've seen some interesting things happen this week for Utami. Especially in real life. But that's a different story altogether, as now the focus is on Locked In.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, Alba
Fire looking for success. When we talk about Locked In last year, it was not a place for her. In fact, just looking at the women's matchup, there is little chance for anyone to be joining the women's field on either matchup this year. So fresh faces outside of, I'd say, the Sapphire champ for that one.
From Boynton Beach, Florida,
Well, this matchup here to kick off Breakdown has some heavy amounts of talent for this Sapphire Championship qualifier. You've got Kalani Jordan, Prospects Cup finalist. You got Miss Parker in here as a heavy hitter, a breakout star per se. Same sort of story with Alba Fire, who's really looking to find her footing without green on this brand. And lastly, the Turmoil Performance Maestro in Lash Legend. We kick off the night in epic fashion. Who's walking away with a spot at Locked In? We kick things off. It's Parker and Fire battling Jordan and Lash on the other side of things. Big time hip attack from Miss Parker to start this one off for herself. And Lash now delivering a heavy shot to Fire, putting down the Secret Harvest member. As we've said prior to the bout getting underway, there's some heavy amount of talent picking up into our Locked In chambers this year. And I'm going to say it right now, the Sapphire Championship chambers going to be filled with all breakout stars. As you say, all really vying for opportunities to get a championship. Obviously, to get the championship, you have to go through a pretty formidable champion in Julia. And Julian, in the women's division right now, has the longest title reign, which is a surprising thing to say, but she's held onto the Sapphire Championship with pride, defended it well as... Oh! That's a big torture bomb coming out from Legend. Was not expecting to see that tonight. But it certainly was effective for her. The only issue is, it's a four-way. And, well, there's always going to be someone looking to pick you apart and strike while the iron is hot. Inside the ring, Fire, nice Hurricane Ranas, brings down Jada. And now Elbow ascending to the second rope, looking to fly like a burning strike across the sky. Double axe gonna drop Parker. Well, it's a quick kick out from Jada to stay alive in this matchup. But Fire hooks up Lash, gory bomb connects onto Legend and now continues to strike. Hooks up Kalani. But Jordan out the back. Takes waist control, and why not? Hoglog on to Fire. Stops the kendo stick shot as well does Jordan. Handsprings in and delivers the back elbow. Miss Parker out of the equation. But Fire's back up battling with Jordan. Realistically, this affair is ramping up in terms of aggressiveness. As that certainly came off the back of Lash Legend. Heavy shot delivered there earlier in the match with that torture rack bomb. Big back fist from Miss Parker. Dropping elbow. But keep your eyes on Miss Parker. She's looking for a big time shot to take out the competition. Jordan watches on as Legend grabs a baseball bat. But that baseball bat is super kicked. straight out of her hands. Jordan not allowing weaponry into this affair. Well, a meeting in the mind going to work out for her. A hard landing. Oh. Big shots working out here from the big stars as Legend opts for the cover. Arm drag takedown from Jordan as she's forced to break up the pin that Lash was looking for there. These ladies are getting very much tired out. The more impactful maneuvers are hitting, it's wearing down all of them. Realistically, this matchup could end at any moment. Someone just needs to make one fatal mistake, and it's going to cost them this entire matchup. Kalani. Nice Hurricane Rana. Brings Lash down and she's forced out of the ring. Jada sent into the corner. Fires in the other. But Miss Parker has a different angle of attack. Pump, handle, slam. Down goes Jordan. And a baseball bat is salvaged as well. And well, Miss Parker's got to swing for the fences. Thankfully, Kalani, the voice of reason of sorts, removes the baseball bat from play. Tries to go flying into Legend, but she is caught, scooped up, and backbreakered for her efforts. A staggered Jordan. Well, pops the booty out for us on the inside. You have to feel to the termination point. Falcon arrow from Miss Parker. She does the deal onto Alba. And Fire wisely rolls out. She does not want to succumb to that maneuver. Jada sends Kalani into the corner. 4 down of though. Does Jordan super kick on the outside. Massive from Fire. She's put Lash down and potentially out of commission. While we get to see the taunts, I feel the big offense is going to come inside the ring. Face buster. Crash landing for Jada. As Kalani looking to strike. Will do so. Oh, big springboard thrust kick. Kalani connecting. Busting open Alba. We're getting to that point in the match. Keep saying it, but someone's gonna have to give. You see just so much aggression. A cover here, broken up by Fire before the referee even gets in position to count. Alba now deals with Miss Parker, puts her on the ropes. Now, hair pull mat slam brings down Kalani. Oh, stiff right from Lash. He puts down that staggered Jada. Alba tried to go swanton. That gets met with some knees as well. The big shots are tried, but aren't succeeding. Alba catches Jada. Ooh, chop block attempted there. Lash out of nowhere and almost hit the big shot. Instead, she is scooped up, slammed down, and put into play here for Alba to capitalize. Cover here in front of all of this. And Lash able to kick out at 2. Now eyes on Kalani. Up to the middle, and then the top, a split-legged moonsault connecting. Cover here for the win. But Miss Parker there to keep the matchup alive. Lash hooks up for a little lash extensions. Cover here as well. Kalani in trouble this time. Fire breaks that one up. Now Fire scoops up Jada. Will it be flight time? Miss Parker's not having any of that. She rolls out to safety. The lash gonna oblige. Miss Fire with a belly-to-back suplex. And then a pump kick. Straight into the jaw of Kalani. Everyone is down and out, and Lash is gonna net the win. The bougie badass boots her way into Locked In. Certainly the most deserving, I feel, of this foursome to make it to the chamber. The strongest performance in the latest, well, one of the latest events was only a month and a bit ago since Turmoil. And, well, she is striking while the iron is well and truly hot. Sure, she couldn't capitalize off the momentum and challenge big-time Bex, but this is massive. As she now enters the chamber alongside Julia, Wendy Chu, Tatum Paxley, and one more confirmed tonight. Speaking of confirming for Locked In, how about we head to our men's first qualifier? Well, the men are in a similar boat to the women. It's time for a little hard-hitting affair, built off of last week. Yes, that's for damn sure. It's time to bring the boom with the Mad Russian taking to this matchup.
The following is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 210 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
Dragunov, really bringer of pain. Was unlucky last week in tag team action. That team of himself and Barrett falling short to the Great Muda and Adam Pearce. Tonight, Dragunov looks to bounce back, deliver a heavy amount of punishment in this fatal four-way. And obviously, let's discuss quickly the men's or the Amethyst chamber, how this one is sizing up. Week 1 we saw Vikingo qualify for the chamber. The other man to qualify was last week. It was Farouk. Tonight, we could see a scrap daddy in the matchup.
And his opponents, first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 241 pounds, Adam Pearce.
And well, if you saw last week's show, you will know that Pearce earned his first victory, teaming with the Great Muda to beat Dragunov and Barrett. So there's some history here between Pearce and Dragunov. And you've got to feel that those two will unleash carnage on one another in this one. We've already some heated rivalries in this qualifier. How about Solo brings in one of his hitmen to battle the field? He too competed last week, earning victory.
And representing MFT from Kissimmee, Florida, weighing in at 264 pounds, Tala Tonga.
Beating CM Punk in the co-main event. Tala Tonga stepped up and delivered. Now, Solo looks to reward him, giving him this opportunity to destroy 3 more people. And well, earn that spot in the locked-in chamber. We know this chamber, it's gonna be a grueling affair no matter what. With McIntyre, Vikingo, as well as Farouk. Just saying Farouk and McIntyre lets you know that is gonna be a scrap of a battle. 2 very stiff fighters. Add into the mix a guy like Tala Tonga. Well, it's gonna just be an absolute Barney. Speaking of Barneys, Ole! The man who won.
From the Gulf of America, weighing in at 202 pounds, El Grande Americano.
At Love Dive. Ole indeed. It's El Grande Americano. He is a man that's still on a mission, it seems, for the Amethyst title. Failed to win it in the one-on-one clash with Drew McIntyre. But tonight, he gets his chance for revenge. It's your locked-in second qualifier of the night. How about we get it? Because this is gonna be epic. And the action kicks off here. It's Pierce and El Grande battling it out, and Tala Tonga going toe-to-toe with Ilya Dragunov. It seems that the heated rivals are avoiding each other. To start this off, Pierce watching as Tala Tonga doing some dirty work to Dragunov. As the vicious stare down. Oh! But out of nowhere, El Grande kind of protecting Ilya. And Dragunov now going on the offensive. Nice standing solo to put down Tala Tonga. We are keeping Pierce away from Ilya, it seems, as the battling just continues between different variations of this matchup. Ilya around the world tries to go for the line. Fails to connect it. Tala delivering punishment to Pierce, sends him crashing down as El Grande goes for that headbutt. I believe he gets a piece of it, but not enough to send anyone flying. Pierce now opts for a chair. That's maybe some protection, but I don't know what happened there. He fails to connect, it seems, with it on a very stunned Tala Tonga. Now Pierce and Dragunov reignite their rivalry, but only for a second. Tala Tonga gets involved, tries to schoolboy pin Ilya. And well, back on the offensive, Ilya and Pierce. Reigniting that rivalry. Attempt at a suplex there from Pierce. Not going to work out. Instead, he dropped on Pierce. Isn't going to work out. Instead, he goes for a pin. As now El Grande seizing the opportunity. Around the world, he takes Pierce. Opts for that roll-up. Very awkward because, well, Pierce gets dazed, stunned out of it, and now eats an uppercut from, well, the one El Grande Americano. Big shots here. Familiar as he seems to be the one dealing with Tala Tonga. Flattens the big man on the outside. Pierce now. Oh, he's getting back to work onto Ilya. And it looks to me like Tala Tonga and Pierce may have had a little alliance there to battle with the Mad Russian. Tala and Pierce once again battling here. Ilya stood in the ring watching, looking for a chance to strike. Well, he's going to choose wisely. Cannonballs in and knocks down El Grande Americano with a big-time shot and then follows it up with a Saito on to Tala Tonga. All that remains is Mr. Pierce, who, well, he just has a little flare flop there. Ooh, I thought for a second Ilya was coming charging in to deliver another massive shot. Not the case. He gets sent flying. As the action now returns to the ring. Pierce and Dragunov as well as El Grande standing. Pierce busted open by Mr. Americano. Big time Uranagi from Dragunov and then a big boot flattening Tala Tonga. Ooh, Tala looks for a big boot of his own. That's not going to work out. And now he has to deal with Dragunov, who hooks him up and, well, a big clubbing blow to the back of the skull. Tala Tonga forced out of the ring, taking some heavy shots. Oh, but he delivers them as well. Lays out Pierce inside the ring. El Grande looking to fly. Off the top. Up and over. Blockbuster catches two. And now he goes for Tala Tonga. An Irish whip. Oh, not going to connect. What's this going to turn into? Well, it's a El Grande busted open by a big shot from Tala Tonga. Those fists are lethal, it seems. Speaking of lethal, oh, Pierce trying to go for something big. Might have been a pile driver. Not going to work out as well. Tala escapes it, and he's looking to punish. Going for that chokeslam, but El Grande says, no, fam. Kendo stick shots flatten the big man. Now, who's going to hit big first? Tala, I think, tried to go for it again, but eats a Saito. Pierce connects onto El Grande, and finally, a bit of one-on-one time for Pierce and Ilya. A Scorpion death drop. Pierce into the cover, but Tala's back into the ring. He came in quick, and he keeps this matchup alive. The Tongan really stepping up the pressure here. Honestly, any of these four can and should really make it into the locked-in chamber. Only one can do so. Oh, big double axe. Pierce drops Talatonga and then flattens El Grande. Looking to pounce even further, but Talatonga stops it. Negates Pierce's offense. Well, turns him inside out with a Rainmaker. Over here, El Grande trying to steal it. Chokeslam hooked up here. Pierce sent for the ride. Cover here for Talatonga. That's broken up. El Grande tried to steal it all. Butterfly suplex works out for him. But look at Ilya. Straight back up. The Mad Russian showing that madness. Leaps into the offense. Sends El Grande packing. Just look. Spinebuster from Pierce. Ilya avoids him. Leaps in with a lariat. Now back to El Grande, who hooks him up. Oh, Sister Abigail. Spiking the skull of Dragunov on the outside. Well, he may be taunting there. El Grande needs a little more. A little something to put away one of these three other men. The action still, it is at its peak as Dragunov up top. Big time powerbomb sends Talatonga flying into the canvas. The cover's broken up, but it's a big time shot to deal with the Hitman. The MFT. Pierce now looking to do the same to El Grande. How about a little swirly for his affair? Oh. Goozled. Talatonga catches Dragunov, sends him crashing down with a chokeslam. Cover here. El Grande, I thought, broke it up, but not the case. Instead, Death Valley driver from him. Looking for the win over Pierce, using the ropes. That's broken up by Talatonga. You've got to feel someone's going to earn this dub. All, as we say, deserving of being in locked in. Oh, massive blockbuster from El Grande. Crash landing for Pierce onto the chair. Cover here as well. Talatonga going to be back in the ring. He breaks this pin up. Ilya's been taken out the equation. Now it's just down to Tala to deliver some backbreakers, some heavy offense. Pierce evades said first shot, but the second big boot, that deals with him. Cover here as well. Good for only a 2 because Ilya, he had chance to recover and does so. Bridging over, unique pinning predicament, but it's broken up as well. Grande, snapmare takedown. Trying to unleash the full power of the Olay. Won't get it instead. It's Pierce, sleeper hold applied. Into a backbreaker. Oh, and just tosses him awry. Now looks to spike him. Power driver. Connecting hard onto El Grande, but Ilya's back in. Off the ropes, he lands the drop kick. And now he's caught. Him and Pierce come toe to toe. A stare down between these two rivals. El Grande ascends, looks to fly. What's coming off the top? Turns it around. I think it was an attempt at the headbutt, but Talatonga avoids and delivers a crushing lariat. Now he's looking to crush Ilya more. Inverse chokeslam puts the Mad Russian to bed, Eyes on El Grande. Roll up. Here, gonna go for the pin. Pierce breaks it up. Once again, it's Pierce and Ilya in deadlock. El Grande steps in between. Massive catch and release on the German. Oh, heavy shots now from the kendo. As Ilya off the ropes. Straight into a kendo shot. El Grande has picked the litter. Everyone is out of the equation, and he's going to pounce with a choke slam onto Talatonga. The cover in, but it's not quick. Pierce has chance to recover, and he comes in and pounces. Scorpion death drop. Mad Russian lands the lethal lariat. And he is letting us know he has finally hit his mark. Compose the audience, because it's time for a H-bomb. Big time shot from Dragunov. Lays out Pierce. And why not a second for good measure? That heated rivalry ended with Pierce victorious last week. This week, 2 H-bombs just to kiss Pierce goodnight. The issue is, when you add 2 other combustible elements into this battle, Ilya can't get the dub, even though he should have. Pierce, massive spine buster, lays El Grande out. Tala, he's laying out Ilya on the outside. Eyes on Pierce. Big elbow, fist drop. We're getting to crunch time here. Oh. Pierce has El Grande hooked and spiked. Once more, cover hit for Pierce. 1, 2, 3. Two weeks on the trot. Scrap Daddy Adam Pierce picks up a dub. And it's twice over Ilya Dragunov. It was some heavy hitting offense throughout all of this affair. Dragunov got fired up. Fails to connect, and well, Talatonga, slow incline into the match, into the ring I should say, as that spike pile driver dealt carnage and a knockout blow to earn the win. This chamber, it's a hard-hitting affair, stacked with more true grit. My word. 2 more qualifiers still to come tonight, but how about a change of pace? Well, we're in for a little Sapphire Division action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
The Queen of Hearts in the house for this big bout. Last week, unsuccessful in her locked-in qualifier. Looking to be the first lady to compete in both chambers. Obviously, the big thing was she won last year's locked-in matchup, but this year failed to qualify. Well, her opponent tonight, another woman who competed last year. Last year, though, she lost. This year, well, she is a champion. And a very successful one at that. You might call this a title eliminator. But a beautiful madness.
And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, the Women's Pure Wrestling Champion,
Julia, dominant in this division, has controlled it for quite some time and, well, looks to continue her success by, well, facing anyone who steps in her path. While it's not constant defenses, she is still willing to battle everyone in this breakdown roster. And for what it's worth, regardless as to if she is champion coming into the showdown, the road to the showdown, you gotta feel she will still be a part of that long, winding road, that affair. It's hard to believe we're closing in on that monumental tournament here in IPW. Only a couple weeks now away from that, as, well, we start this bout off. A stare down between these two juggernauts of this division. How are we gonna see this one tie up? Oh, it looks to me like they're just gonna go for a little scrap. And Natalya, nice takedown to start this one off. In all honesty, you've got a hard-hitting affair in front of you. Technical wrestling, just pure wrestling prowess coming out from the Queen of Hearts. It's beautiful madness. Well, it is. It's power, it's explosivity, it is just speed. It is a well-oiled, well-rounded machine. When I look at Julia, it is impressive just looking at the talent this lady has and the skill set. She is a difficult challenge for anyone, really, to kind of muster up and beat. And it's unfortunate that, well, her championship's on the line in a chamber. You have to realistically get luck at a draw, be one of the last few out of your pod, or earn a pod, in fact. Because there is a chance in this world where Julia starts the matchup at number 1 and has to battle through all 5 other opponents. We've seen already tonight 1 star added into the matchup, and it's not like Julia's entering locked in without any action. She's not going into the title bout fresh. She's got a battle tonight. She had a battle 2 weeks ago as well. She is going in with constant aggression as she delivers a massive brainbuster onto Natalya. Cover here for the beautiful madness. And that almost netted her the win. A little more needed for Julia, but she just eats a Michinoku driver from Natty. Natalya has this really interesting feel to her. She looks all pretty, all cutesy, all nice on the outside, but in her heart of hearts, a vicious beast as well. She's caught, hung up in the ropes. Referee needed to intervene there, because that was an illegal submission from Julia. An armbar across the rope does some damage. But realistically, what we know is that it's not enough to slow down Natalya. However, that Natty by Nature's just shrunk off here by Julia. Hammerlocks her into that vertical suplex. The beautiful madness just shrugs off That massive natty in nature. And she looks to fly, ascends to the top. The beautiful Madness soars and delivers a drop kick. Oh, big shot as well. The knee driven into the side of the head. Julia is stepping up here tonight. Vicious competition in the form of Natalya. That being said, Natalya's still capable, able to fight as this count continues to rise. Queen of Hearts returns at a count of 6. Julia looks to do the same thing. Just one count later. But she walks straight into it. Baited in, goaded in, I would say, by Natalya. Because there's the sharpshooter quite close to the ropes. Julia just needs to reach out, but not going to do that. Instead, uses her true grit and determination, pushes Natalya down and gets out of the hold. Beautiful Madness now jockeys for position. Natalya, though, wins the position war. Scoops up, but out the back door. Julia into the cover. Looks to steal it. 1, 2. No, near fall. But not slowing down is the champ. Drags her opponent towards the center of the ring. Looks to strike. Kick down low. Scoops up and delivers a second brain buster. Natalya's down and Julia shows why she's champ. What a battle between these two warriors. Here's the first brainbuster that started the war. It was a close war at that. Natalya didn't manage to lock in that sharpshooter as we see this natty in nature. Bang, connect flush, but Julia straight back up. I'm glad that was a replay. But then we see the final winning pin. And a beautiful Madness. That's a momentum deserving victory here tonight. Oh, your first little taster of something new. Done and dusted. How about we head into our second? Well, you've done it now. And it's a big mistake.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker.
Do you know what we like here on Breakdown? It is undead things. The man that's looking to bury the competition. He's always kicking assholes' ass. This is the only time I get to swear because the song does it for me. Big Evil. Ready for this one here tonight. And I'm not gonna lie, I wish this was the Limp Bizkit song. But I don't mind this Undertaker song too much, but hey. Nothing matches up to keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? But as we said, it's a night filled with interesting action. Your second taster session is a belter.
London, England, weighing in at 191 pounds, the prestigious World Champion, Will O'Spivey!
As the Emerald Champ is in the house. Will Ospreay not defending tonight, nor do I think he has a matchup scheduled for Locked In. With that in mind, he is probably heading into the showdown as champ, unless something miraculous happens. Solo Sikoa issues a number one contendership next week. Because tonight's card, there is nothing. After this, it's 2 more locked-in qualifiers. But for now, the champion stepping into a dangerous game. It's The Undertaker and the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. Underway, and Ospreay gonna utilize his speed early. Connects with the first shot, a step up enziguri, and then follows it up. Springboard offense and then some vicious strikes. And this is kind of what you need to do to The Undertaker. Unfortunately, he is an old man, as that's a Sky Twister press. Connecting there for Ospreay. As I was saying, although Undertaker is an old man, he can still go. The only thing is, it's the endurance game, really. You need to be wary of. He's durable, he can absorb punishment, but you need to keep on him. Because giving him a chance, he is one of the hardest hitters in pro wrestling. And well, Ospreay wisely grabs that first fist, and Undertaker tries to throw. No, it's not going to work out this time as he gets sent to the outside. Taker running and diving over the top, and Ospreay wisely avoids that launching offense from the dead man. Could you imagine a win here for The Undertaker? Certainly would elevate his position up this men's division and potentially launch him into the showdown. We look at last year's entire road to the showdown. If we want to talk about Hall of Famers in the men's division that fought in that entire thing, you had the likes of The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and Kurt Angle, all like Hall of Famers. I guess you could class AJ Styles now in that pool. But back then, he was just phenomenal. This year, I've started to see, or our general managers have, well, already been discussing who they want as their stars in the tournament, because we know that the brackets shape up with the champion and then the mid-card champion in separate divisions, as that's an Oscutter coming through from Ospreay. He connects it for a 2 count on Taker. Last year's tournament, we obviously did not have 2 divisional champions. Well, 4 divisional champions. A Stormbreaker connects for Ospreay. He's into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out there. Taker easily rolls that shoulder off the canvas. As I was saying, we didn't have 2 divisional champions back then. It was, you had your top champion, you had then your TV champion, number 1 contenders from Locked In. Because last year Joe won the title at Locked In. And that's why there was no chamber. Sorry, he won it at... Yeah, no, he won it at... Crush last year, technically. Winning that one-on-one after winning Turmoil. And then he stayed champion and, well, entered into the tournament top spot in the Green League. Failed to obviously make it out of the qualifying process to the pay-per-view, but that's a different story entirely. But you had your top champ, you had your number one contender, and then you had space for the hot stars. You had your TV champion and his number one contender in divisions. There's Ospreay right now looking to unload. He hit the Styles Clash and, well, he's hit the Hidden Blade as well. This is becoming just a mugging of an old man. Ospreay, the crowd cheering for him to do it once more, but a cover here. That should be that. Down goes Taker. And Ospreay cements his legacy, really, with a big, monumental win. And while he's not competing at Locked In, he will need to step up at the showdown. And tonight is a showcase why he's at the top of this division. Massive maneuvers coming out to crush The Undertaker. And while that Stormbreaker didn't do it, Styles Clash did. Set up for the end. Down went Taker. No cover off it. Instead, the Hidden Blade comes through. Taker's head gone. And the 3 count gained for Ospreay.
Here is your winner, Will O'Spivey.
Well, your side dishes now delivered. Your co-main and your main event now heading your way. And they are Locked In qualifiers. And they're going to be doozies. Well, we go to the co-main event. Your second to last men's Locked In chamber on the breakdown bracket. Earlier in the night, we saw carnage as Adam Pearce earned his spot in the chamber to join Farouk, Vikingo, and the champion Drew McIntyre. Loomis looks to join them as the Buzzard ready to pick off his competition. If we think about the style of Buzzard really it has, he likes to wait for his prey to be gasping for air before he starts to eat, starts to feed on the corpse. I would go into the fact that they gorge the eyes and all that gruesome stuff, but neither place for that. As tonight, will the Buzzard silence the competition and get himself into that chamber? Real question that needs answering. Loomis looks ready. But is he ready to feel the effect of Grayson Waller?
And his opponents, first from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at Grayson Waller.
I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. Waller is a bit of a cock. I had to decide carefully which C word to use there. But Waller, he's a prick. Let's be honest. And while he is one of those, he has really got a good moveset. That's probably the best way to describe him. So every time he enters an affair, you obviously know he's going to be confident. Now this is an interesting entrant. Last year, man didn't have to qualify. He was champion of the television division. This year, he's got to go through the qualifiers. But my word, would you consider him a favorite? For some reason, Balor is yet to make it in the main event scene. He struggles to find wins against top stars. But when you toss him into this division, into the mid-card, he thrives. The man with the most television championships in IPW. He is the king of this position, and well, no longer is he on the side where there is a television championship. All that stands in front of him is an amethyst belt. Could you imagine the demon holding that championship, being the man to dethrone, unsettle Drew McIntyre? That would be a very interesting circumstance. Obviously, with locked-in experience. He failed to win it last year, succumbing to Orton. Now it's his time to prove why he is Hell's Spawn. And I'm going to be honest with you. So far with this field that's come out, he has to be favorite. No one really comes on his level. Wait, hang on. What?
And from the Gulf of America, weighing in at 202 pounds, the original El Grande Americano.
I'm sorry, I had to double take then. This is not the same El Grande that we saw earlier. This is in fact the guy that lost to the other El Grande. Yes, at Love Dive, the original El Grande fell prey to the modern day El Grande. Well, tonight, the OG's looking to do something the other failed to do. Qualify for Locked In. tough task in front of him. And, well, the rest of the competition because, well, the guy in your screen is in this match. That's the big reason. Let's get underway, your co-main event. It's a belter. As El Grande takes on Loomis, Waller, and Balor. So far, so good for the OG El Grande. As the Demon's kind of taking a little time in the corner. Does manage to land his first shot here onto Waller. He's looking to keep that punishment going. Rolls in with that center. Got offense working out, but not going to get the pin off of that attempted pin predicament. Oh, stiff right. The Demon, we know, can just unleash his supernatural powers at a moment's notice as he has got ungodly agility and really knows how to use high-flying, innovative offense. Waller trying to keep the Demon at bay. May have to battle his own inner demons here in this one because, well, the competition, it is thick and fast as Grande, nice springboard maneuver, flattens Waller. But, ooh, he gets hit with the Pele kick from Balor. The Demon striking with that heavy offense, but he's not able to keep momentum going because Waller's back up, back destroying Balor. Forces the Demon to roll to the apron. It's these four battle for position. Everyone's still surprisingly on their feet up until that moment where a Waller goes for a little whirly bird on the back of El Grande. You gotta feel the OG man will remember that and will probably punish. As we said, Waller, one of the flashiest movesets possible, gets caught, rolled up here. Balor trying to net the W early. Waller escapes and, well, he's running away, kinda. But he finally runs back into Balor and, well, he eats a stiff combo and a Shining Wizard. Nice on El Grande. Drops the elbow into the spine of Loomis, going for the cover as well. Balor's quickly into the ring and he breaks that pin up. If we look at what's at stake, winning this matchup, probably the most difficult qualifier for the Amethyst side of things. If you're the one to win it, you really had to go through to hell and back. Because this is such a stiff competition. And as we've seen, these competitions are hard as Balor charging in, shotgun dropkick. Down goes El Grande in the big time shot. And he gets a 2 count off of just some dropkicks in the corner. Loomis tries to leap in, gets caught. Does manage to snapmare down Balor. That's all he's going to get. The Demon, we know he's still got some heavy offense in his kit. Waiting to strike with it. He lands them shotgun dropkicks as usually the precursor to the coup de grace. Instead, Balor looked for the win. While he didn't get it, he certainly worn down at least some of the competition with him. It's Loomis inspecting the damage he's just done to our LED ring post. That's a little bit broken now. Balor forced to break up pins Well, he does so, saving the matchup for himself, but Loomis gonna catch the Demon off guard and land a springboard dropkick of his own. What is El Grande looking for here? Springboards in, lands across body. Waller tried to win the match on Loomis, but yeah, Dexter's able to kick out at one. Waller gets sent for a little ride from El Grande. Now with those three kind of tussling, it gave the Demon a little chance to get back into this, but he's currently on the floor eating chair shots. El Grande hooks up Waller. Big time impact. That was a variant of a DDT, I feel. Or a side slam. Hard to really tell. What it was effective as El Grande ascends to the top. Lands the headbutt. Cover here as well. The Demon needs to break this up and does. Counter one there for El Grande. He's still looking for the pin. It's broken up before even a 1 count. I think Balor was looking for something big. Gets caught. Brought down with the head scissor takedown. Grande with a sledgehammer. Not going to be able to connect it. Waller's connecting onto Loomis. Tries to roll through. Almost could have gone for that rolling stunner, but Balor avoids. Cover here for the Demon. Loomis breaking it up. Sends Balor up and over the top rope. Now Loomis can strike onto Waller. Loomis nips up, drops the leg. That's all he's able to drop because, well, he's going for other offense. Kendo stick in hand. Meanwhile, El Grande had the ankle lock in. Balor escaping. And Balor striking back with a sling blade. Loomis and Balor kind of tracing one another. Loomis tries to grapple with the Demon, but unable to do so, and instead it's El Grande that grapples with Balor. Sends him out to ringside. The Demon, he's happy to go weapon hunting. Grabs a baseball bat and, well, El Grande goes kendo stick hunting. Cover here from Waller in front of both his opponents. Don't think that's the wisest of maneuvers. Well, it's not wise to bring the Demon up. Fireman's carry from Balor. Tries to maybe go Bloody Sunday. Or 1916. Not going to be the case, though. Waller escapes that, rolls to the apron, leaving just El Grande and Loomis to battle as the double bite taunt going to be costly for Waller. He's sent to the outside by the Demon. Balor caught. El Grande picks the ankle once more. That left leg of Balor's already been torn up. Loomis thankfully there to break up the situation. But he's now getting his ankles punished. El Grande scoops up Waller, turns him inside out with that side slam. He's looking to fly. But Balor's looking to do the same, but he gets caught. El Grande, the headbutt to Balor, connecting for the cover. Unfortunately, it's only a 2, but a silencer. Waller's caught. El Grande breaks that one up. Submission offense winning out in this one. It's both Waller and Balor suffering in this affair. El Grande with the cover. 2 steals it. And well, it looks to me like the original El Grande's getting more opportunity than the current one. And if I remember correctly, it technically was the original El Grande Americano who won the Prospects Cup, not the new one. So, finally, OG Americano's getting his earned title shot. And this is kind of a deserved outcome. He performed well. He dealt with Balor with great effect, and then just swoops in at the last second to pin Waller for the 3.
Here is your winner, the original El Grande Americano.
Well, after this affair, how can we top it? Well, with one more Fatal 4-Way, this time in the women's division. Who's got to qualify for Locked In for them to round out the night? Because it is time for that main event. Woo! 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 Well, this is certainly a deserved spot for Valkyria, earning it by beating Julia.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Woo! Woo! And let's be honest, when we talk about Valkyria, she is a phenomenal force in the mid-card. Former television champion. The final, technically. No, the second to last television champion before it was unified. Well, the last one before it was unified, but still, technically, the second to last. Regardless of that, Valkyria, a great threat, and, well, around this time of year, it's bird season. This is when she wins titles. So qualifying for Locked In could be huge for her, especially having a pinfall victory over the champ. The star she's yet to beat is the Pirate Princess.
And her opponents, first representing the Kabuki Warriors from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
One of the greats, Kairi Sane. Let's be honest, she knows how to compete. While she gives off this zany, crazy attitude, she is a solid star. Innovative, high-flying, welcome sort of star to make it into Locked In. And to be honest, Julia versus Kairi, that's a match made from heaven. I think we may have seen it in Stardom. But as we say, making it to Locked In, winning that chamber, earns you the spot in the showdown. And that would be huge for everyone. And now, we get a little Triangle of Madness. The house always wins. It's Julia Hart.
Representing the Triangle of Terror from Minnesota, Julia Hart.
Hart is a great, well-rounded cheerleader, I guess is one thing to describe her. But athlete, she is great in the ring. Flexible. Capable of almost anything. And this matchup, if it wasn't clear, it is building up with high-flying offense. Hart, Sane, and Valkyria all can strike off the top rope. But who will be the one to strike true and earn victory here tonight? Well, we need to find out the last star in this fatal four-way in your main event. And that is a former Underground champion.
And from Honolulu, Hawaii, Ruka.
On the side note, it's interesting to note that I have the action figure of Sol Ruka in this attire. Managed to pick that up on the weekend, but that's a different story entirely. But Sol, former champ in IPW, realistically a promising star, finding her footing here in the mid-card of Breakdown's women's division. Now, one thing's for sure, he can certainly step up to the competition. And will she be able to do so here? Your main event, second to last women's qualifier, the Amethyst for the Sapphire Championship. And we're underway. It's Sane, Valkyria, Hart, and Ruka, all battling for a spot at Locked In. And already early on, it's the heavy impact maneuvers, and an impact buster comes through from Hart. That was massive onto Valkyria. Pin gets broken up early, though. That's a telltale sign that all these women are going to have eyes on. But speaking of all these women, what's their game? It's to fly and deliver innovative offenses. Sol, Whisper in the Wind attempted. Kyrie evades that maneuver. As I say, everyone is looking to fly, and Kyrie tries to do so, misses with the moonsault. Could you imagine? Everyone just misses their flying offense. Every stage of the match, Kyrie tries to lock in the legs around the neck of Valkyria. And Sane is surprisingly lengthy in the leg department. Utilize them to great effect. Not as long as Julia or Sol's. A little bit more of a height disparity, and yeah, no one's landing the springboards, it seems, as Hart misses her missile dropkick. Up to Kyrie to make sure she gets punished. Sane ascends up top, drops the axe, and finally someone lands some diving offense. It's Kyrie! Great camera angle for that. Don't really know what to call it, but hey, it's effective taunting, I guess. Back to the ring. Well, action happening in front of us. Seems the ring post has recovered from Loomis's earlier onslaught. Only issue is, it's still a prime target for bodies to land into. As, well, they're all standing right out in front of it. Valkyria, caught by Sane. Doesn't manage to fight her off. Whoa. Interesting there. I thought for a second the chair was going to hit Sol and just stop her from hitting Kyrie, but instead it's Kyrie stopping both Lyra and Sol from hitting her. Valkyria Fisherman's Buster. Beautiful. Connecting that onto Kairi. Almost a hard landing on the chair. The battling ramping up. And someone needs to really get in the ring, and that's going to be Sol Ruka wisely. Gets in. Now waits for the competition to charge at her. Well, rolls out. She looks to battle with Kairi because inside the ring it's Valkyria and Hart. And Valkyria has a sledgehammer and is basically going to work, smashing the competition. Kairi really needs to stop shaking her booty in faces of her opponents. But it's going to be costly once again. She gets sent crashing into the barricade. Pinfall attempt there by Hart. That gets stomped by a kick out from Valkyria. Beautiful missile dropkick. Sol connects there, and I can't really tell what's happening. I think it's a cover. That's why big man Gregathy went down to counter it. But hard to tell when you've got a screen full of LED ring posts. Speaking of screen full of action, Nightwing connects there for Valkyria. She plants that onto Sane. Sol there to break it up, and Ruka. Well, Sol can look to strike. Maybe not, brother. Caught, hooked. Fisherman's Buster spikes the head of Ruka into the canvas. And the former television champion battles the former underground champ. Mid-card queen sending up top. Looks to fly. What's it gonna be? Oh, it's that executioner's leg drop. That's how she won the television championship. It's not how she qualifies for the Sapphire Chamber. It could be costly. Kairi rolling around the ring. When's she gonna stop? Well, there. That's when. Now the combos start to fly. Lyra. Bang. Big time overhead suplex. Kairi trying to put Hart in the corner. Can't do so because Lyra's just put Hart there. Sorry. Sol there. Sol. Trying to go for something big onto Kairi, not going to connect it. Instead, it's Sane. Up, down. Oh, just spikes the head. Tiger suplex from Sane. Sol tries to connect onto Kairi more. Big offense, but that gets stagnated by the Pirate Queen, who's now looking to pounce. Put Sol down in the drop zone. And that's not where you want to be if you're Ruka. Because Kairi is flying. Not going to drop the insane elbow. Instead, a splash. Good for two. But it's two big counts that end up being broken up by Julia Hart. Valkyria back into the ring. She gets caught by Kairi. Insane could fly once more. Instead, looks for the submission, the ankle locked in tight. Will that tap out Valkyria? The answer's no, because Sol Ruka's there to break it up. Oh, kendo stick now in the hands of Sane, but it's just smashed out of him as Kairi gets hit in the back of the head by Lyra. Sol flies, catching Hart. Crossbody from Lyra. Deals with Kairi. Cover here. Nearly the win. Sol almost got the job done over Julia Hart. Valkyria connecting. She's not able to follow it up though. Julia Hart catches her at the pass. Now just trapping Valkyria in the corner, and Valkyria eats a kendo from Kairi. Roll up here from Hart. Gets broken up by Sol. Rukas is going to pick up the pace. Now dealing with Julia Hart and Kairi. But it's Sane who drops the elbow into the throat cover here for Kairi. 1, 2, 3. Wow, out of nowhere. Kairi just takes the dub from out underneath everyone's nose. Pirate Princess gets the shock win here. It was Lyra's to lose. And, well, she does lose. She hit the big brainbusters, but could not get the action back into the ring where she could win it. And here, this is a costly maneuver. Julia Hart swinging neck breaker.
Here is your winner, Kairi Sane.
Out of position and punished by Sane. A massive dub here for the Pirate Princess, getting her to locked in. And that ends the big qualification week here tonight. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you Tuesday for Prime Time.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that stack, taking big